Good morning, my name is Kurt Ranta, Operations Section Chief for Team 12, managing the Whisky Complex. The Whisky Complex involves the Whisky Fire, and then down southwest of the Mount Hood is the Sandstone Fire near Ripplebrook, along with the Blister Creek Fire. Go over what's going on in the fires today and what happened yesterday. Division Alpha, we weren't able to get in there and look at any fire activity yesterday. It was socked in. If you're local, then you know how that marine layer kind of sets in. It was kind of wavering back and forth right around the east side of the Whisky Creek fire. So really cloudy, kind of cool up here, a little bit of mist. So we weren't able to fly and look at this, though we did have somebody go down there and have a look at the fire. Obviously, with the weather conditions, the fire activity was very subdued. So no issues there. With Division Gulf up here in the northeast side of the fire, they continue to do what they've been doing for the last 2 weeks. So that's, as a reminder, working from this area, working up this hand line that was put in as an indirect line, just doing some repair in the wilderness to make sure that that's brought back to its natural state the best we can. And then doing the same thing from drop point 30 all the way up towards 60. They probably have 2 or 3 more days in there of doing that type of work. And moving down to Division Tango, they did actually some repair work down here by Wadham Lake in the wilderness, at least right on the edge of the wilderness on the road system there. There's some drainage issues with the road down there, so we had a hand crew down there fixing that. We also did a little bit more repair work as far as along this road system here, the 409 road or trail, and we have the resource advisors in there looking at the work and making sure it looks good. If there needs to be more work in there, we'll get at it with the crews. Over in the contingency group here, they're still out there looking at all these lines that have been put in, like the dozer lines, these hash marks or dozer lines that were inserted. And then a lot of these roads were prepared, or hand crews and machinery were put in there to prep it in case we needed these as backup lines to burn out off of back to the fire if this got out. So been assessing those for what it's going to take to do any suppression repair in there, bringing back, repairing any damage that was done by machinery or suppression work in there. So we're assessing what we can be doing here starting in the next day or two. We'll get some machinery in there. We're expecting a grader and some excavators in here, and they'll start working away at that repair, including probably starting down here and doing any repair to the road and the drainage ditches down there. Additionally, we do have a bunch of resources that we're helping out on the Knievel fire on the local unit here to the southeast, and they're all back with us now. They're wrapping that fire up, but they'll remain available for any new fire starts as the weather dries back out. Moving over here to Sandstone fire. I mentioned it yesterday, but what we had going on, we brought a UAS unit up there, which is basically a drone. And it's outfitted with IR capability, which is infrared camera on it. And they basically went up to drop point 130 here, which is a good vantage point for the Blister Creek fire and the whole west side of the Sandstone. And they flew that around here. They did find one little piece of heat there that was really a non-issue. It was right on the edge of the fire edge, but it was in some wet vine maple stuff. So they'll continue to monitor that. There was no smoke visible in that. That's the advantage of having that IR capability with that drone, as they can pick those little things out. That was about the only heat they found. They found a few spots, within the fire, and then a couple of spots they thought they found out here in the southern part of the fire. But we've sent crews out there to try to find them, and never were able to find them. So probably an error with the data. But we did get it out there, and that was like a reassurance that things are looking really good out there. What Delta continues to do is basically some repair work. And what that involves, again, is this 70-10 road system and this 160 spur. They're continuing to do a little bit of grading on there and a little bit of chipping with the crews. That's wrapping up, so we're going to move all that operation down here to the south and the 7015 and start working those crews with chipping, grading, and some excavation work, cleaning out drainage ditches and so forth. As repair work. Moving over to Yankee, not a lot going on over there as far as work because they're kind of waiting to tackle some more repair. We do have repair standards from the local units here in the agencies about what we need to do to bring everything back to normal And the reason we do this repair is you put a dozer line down a steep line. That's just that's an avenue for moisture to run off and cause erosion. So we bring equipment in and do water bars, cover those dozers with debris to basically reduce the chances of that erosion. So it's soil stabilization essentially. But we can't get at some of these because they're actually just our backup line right now. So what we are doing is doing that on these road systems here. So they're going to start doing excavation work today along the roads, cleaning out ditches, cleaning out culverts, again to make sure that when we get to rainy season that the water has the proper avenues to get out rather than washing the roads out. So that's the whole intent behind that. Additionally, a little bit of chipping going on here, and then Yankee. They also have that crew that's been going around to smokes and putting them out, and they'll be out there keeping an eye on anything, and if we need to put them in there and put something out, we'll do that. They're also starting to do a little repair on some of the trail systems out there. That's about it. Weather's kind of cool today again around here, and then it's going to be hot and dry for the rest of the week. We'll get kind of in that same pattern we were last week. Thank you.